There have been so many changes in the Pinecrest market this year in real estate, and I wanted to share with you. And if you've seen my other YouTube videos, actually one of my last ones I did, I've been fortunate to be get offered all the time to beta test different products from software engineers, and I'm going to share with you one that I'm beta testing right now, and I'm going to share with you also an update on the market. Today is it's June 19th, if I'm not mistaken, and wanted to give you a quick overview of the Pinecrest market in Miami, Florida. So I'm going to share my screen. Hang on one sec. So the company's name, the website is corded.io. And so I'm going to pull up Pinecrest, Florida. I'm going to click on the area. And so right now, as you can see, in Pinecrest, active right now, there are 231 properties for sale. The average price per sale is 3.4 million. And when you look at that number, just to simplify it a bit, that's just all the numbers of asking prices added up divided by the 231. So you take the 231 multiplied by 3.4, that is the total volume of properties for sale. But that number doesn't mean that much. I'll break it down a little bit when we get to close sales. This is because always, we have aspirational sellers who are asking way more than what the properties are worth. And sometimes you have these super expensive properties that never sell. And that's going to skew the numbers a lot with the average price per square foot, and other things. So like I was saying, if you take that 231 times the 3.4, if the math is correct, it's $781 million. The average days on market is 97. And so that number, again, doesn't mean that much for properties listed. The numbers that mean a whole lot more are the closed sales. So I'm going to pull that up. And in case you're looking at this is just showing me the listings available for sale. And this includes condos and townhouses and single family. There's not too many of condos and single families for sale in Pinecrest right now. So anyways, let me pull up some of the stuff here. And because it is beta, some of these listings may be off a little bit in case you see an address there, but we're improving the product. But with the closed sale data, it should be good. So the average price that was sold in Pinecrest was 1.9 million. Average price per square foot, this is a good number, was $467 per square foot. There were 74 transactions, and the average close to list price, meaning if say a property was, and these are just made up numbers, but if a property was on the market for 100,000, obviously it's a lot more than that, but it was on the market for 100,000, typically sold for 98,000. Average days on market for those properties that sold were 63 days. And the total sales volume, not that that means that much to many of you, was 142 million. So if you take 142 million divided by 74, it should work out to roughly 1.9. And so that's an overview of the market. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but let me simplify a few things. As far as the market, the real estate market, in May of this year, so last month, in Miami-Dade County, so not just Pinecrest, all of Miami-Dade County, for all the properties that were on sale, 52.7% of them had multiple offers. So usually in the case of multiple offers, the properties sell for over asking price. So with that said, even though in Pinecrest we're at a 98% closed rate on the price compared to what the asking price was, in many cases, probably more than half, there were asking or over asking prices. So when you see that number, the 98%, The best way to think about it is there are a lot of properties that are selling really quickly for over asking price, probably half or more. And then there's also a subset of properties that had probably, the sellers were probably too aspirational in what they were asking. They were asking too much for their properties, and it probably sold for in the low 90s or whatever the percentage is to average out to 98%. So it's not like if you see a property for sale and it's $1 million, it's going to sell for 980,000. That's not typically how it works. Typically how it works is you're going to see a lot of properties that come on the market. If it looks like it's fair priced, it's going to get multiple offers and it's going to sell for over asking price. And then you're going to have these properties that you see and the price just seems a little bit too high for you. Then that property is going to sell for, definitely less than the asking price, and it'll probably sell in a longer time, maybe 2-3 months. And those other properties are the ones that are hot, the ones that are priced reasonably, that are going to go for over asking price, are probably going to sell in a week or sooner. And so also what I wanted to share with you really quickly is that when we see closed sales data, that's typically a month to 2 months behind what the market is doing. Because normally when an offer is accepted, it takes 30 to 60 days for that buyer to close on that sale. But prior to that, they agreed on a price with the seller. So that agreed upon price was a month to 2 months ago. And since we are in an appreciating market, the market is hotter. So these numbers are a little bit delayed. So the reason I say that is, closed sales mean a decent amount because we're going to know what the market did, but we're knowing what the market did a month or two ago. So if you're looking at those numbers to try and figure out what sort of offer you should give based on a month to 2 months ago data, you're probably going to lose out on a lot of multiple offer situations. The best way to do it is either to do a lot of research and just see what's on the market, what's pending, try and get an idea. And I'd probably say study it for an hour or two, or just speak to an agent that works that market regularly. If you want to work with us, that's fine, or whoever you're working with is good. But I just say that because I see buyers time and time again in both the Pinecrest market and all the markets, just putting in, 10, 15, 20 offers on properties using old data. The ones that are using more up-to-date data, speaking with agents that know the deals that are pending and having an idea of what they're pending with, the amounts that are being accepted, close to it anyways, they're able to direct the consumer in a better plan to put a more, a better chance of getting their offer accepted. And there are a few other things that you can do with an offer to make it more appealing to a seller. So hopefully this gives you a better perspective of the Pinecrest market. I'm also going to share my perspective on other markets as well, because our team works Dade and Broward County. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to us. You can reach out to us either by commenting below or going on allinmiami.com, allinmiami.com. You can reach us there as well. Thanks so much. Hope you guys are doing well. Have a great day. All the best.